Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. My name is Michael Armstrong, your current 2020 president. I'd like to thank those in attendance for coming to today's candidate forum. I would also like to thank the entire membership for their understanding during these crazy COVID times. Our membership's safety is and will continue to be our first priority. Before I introduce the candidates for 2021, I'd like to recognize Andrew Harper as the nominating committee chair for providing us with this slate of candidates. I would also like to personally thank him for his dedication to not just our association, but to the state and national associations as well. Realtors like you make sure our local voices are heard. It has truly been an honor to serve with you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. The polls will open at the close of today's candidate forum and will remain open at the association office until 5 p.m. on Wednesday, August 19th. Before I call up the candidates, I would like to remind each of you that you will have up to 2 minutes for comments and time will be counted. Please remember that masks are mandatory until you reach the podium. At this time, it is my honor to introduce you to the candidates running for your 2021 Board of Directors. With the following candidates, please form a line outside. Running for Director, Ben Brick, Sally Daly, Kirk Cradle, Scott Oberlin, Ralph Santoro, and Sally Woods. Would Ben Brick please come forward?
Good morning. My name is Ben Brick. I'm with Cobalt Banker Paradise. It's an immense honor to be with you today as a candidate for the Board of Directors for the Realtors Association of Indian River County. My wife, our son, and I have called Indian River County our home for the past 18 years. The small beachtown charm that drove us here still resonates with me today, and it drives me to want to preserve it and to help others find it. This body has done a fantastic job over the years of upholding the same very mission, not only for the sake of our realtors, but for the community as a whole. I believe we must protect our integrity of our industry from the online competitors who do not provide nearly the same level of professional customer service. And additionally, this board stands and must continue to stand for all real estate professionals by illustrating to the public this level of service and why it makes us absolutely essential to the home buying or selling experience. Marketing this message to the public, it has been duly executed for years by this board, but I believe in these challenging times, it's even more vital that we continue and instill our importance and values of owning property. I hold a Bachelor's of Science in Marketing. I've spent 18 years in advertising, sales, and marketing both as a manager and as a sales associate. I believe these experiences helped me shape to continue to provide the message, but rather improve on it and truly add value to this body. I'm committed to the importance of RPAC as our political voice in Tallahassee and Washington. We have seen all what's happened when an industry is deemed non-essential. We nor the public can afford to have this happen to real estate. If I'm bestowed this great honor, I promise you today that I will continue to work on the gains this body has made, not only to magnify our message, but also to increase our participation in RPAC. Our board over the years has fostered a noteworthy spirit of cooperation among our realtor community here in Indian River County. It is my promise to you today that if I'm chosen, any and all of your questions and concerns from you, our realtors, will be addressed. I'm asking for your vote, but not for me, but for the betterment and the preservation of this community I hold close to my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Okay, would Sally Daly please come forward?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sally Daly, and I'm pleased to be here at today's Candidates Forum. When Andrew called me to consider running for director, I was in the car and he just picked up the phone and I was like, okay, what does Andrew want, And my first gut reaction when we chatted was to say no. We're all super busy. All of the self-help gurus are saying, say no to do more and focus on your priorities. So really I thought, why did I I ignore my initial gut reaction and agree to run alongside all these other incredibly capable folks and colleagues who I like and trust that are also running? Why did I agree to say yes, that I would run? Well, and I thought about it, and I thought two words kept coming back to me: complacency and advocacy. Complacency is such an insidious but cozy place to live. It fosters laziness of intellect, a sense of entitlement, and I think stifles growth. I have been guilty of complacency with this group, whose work is literally vital to my career. Advocacy. We're stronger together than we are individually. The more visionary and proactive our association is for us, the stronger we will all be. I offer, I think, a unique combination of real estate and out-of-industry experience in both marketing and relocation management to further shape RARE into a body that proactively supports members in our ever-evolving practice of real estate. I'd like us to see active embrace of technology and industry movements, acknowledge the many disruptors that are out there and challenges that we all face, to increase, not diminish, the relevance of the role of the realtor in both the minds of consumers and in the real estate transaction. It would be my honor to serve as your director on this board. Thanks for your time, and everybody stay safe.
Thank you, Sally. All right. Would Kirk Cradle please come forward?
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank you for taking some time to listen to all of us and what we have to say here. I know how valuable all of our time is, so thank you very much for that. With that in mind, I will be very brief and to the point. Something that I've noticed over the last several years here in our local, hyper-local community is the lack of training that new licensees are receiving and or taking voluntarily. And I've been on the other side of a multitude of transactions where the agent simply can't put a contract together properly, right? They can't consummate a sale, they can't carry themselves professionally and appropriately. And I'm certain many of you have probably experienced something very similar. And when I step back and look at that, I don't believe it is a lack of resource. And what I mean by that is, our board does a good job offering educational courses. Every brokerage has training programs. There's oodles of training available to us, obviously, on the World Wide Web. But I don't believe that it is a lack of resource. I believe it is a lack of expectation, a lack of standard, maybe even you could say the culture, that we've created. And when I couple this with the interesting statistics that the Bureau of Labor is releasing, in 2020 they have stated that 1 out of every 2 in the workforce is a millennial. Take that further, in 2025 they anticipate this to be 75% of the workforce to be millennials. So what does that mean for us? Even if our hyper-local area is a little bit of a different age demographic, a little bit of a hyper-local, you got retirees here, that's where we're headed. Most of our cohorts and a lot of our customers will be millennials. Me being a millennial myself, I feel that I seamlessly connect with these folks, and should I be elected to serve on this board and serve you, one of my main goals will be to create a culture that cultivates a strong new licensee, a strong young professional, and likely a lot of them will be millennials. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen, and please everyone stay safe.
Thank you, Kirk. Would Scott Oberlin please come forward?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Oberlin. Thank you for showing up this morning. I know under these circumstances it's less than comfortable, but the Realtors Association of Indian River County, as you all know, is a member-driven association. The Board of Directors have duties and responsibilities to govern the association, and the association counts on the Board of Directors to deliberate issues that impact them in their daily lives and business dealings here in Indian River County. And as we navigate through new obstacles here that are impacting our industry and our community, I feel that my ability to listen, to learn, and to make level-headed decisions will benefit the Realtors Association of Indian River County. Also, my prior experience on the board of directors will allow me to hit the ground running. For example, you all have seen the resumes, but I've been in virtually every committee that is offered, but I've also done a lot of things that aren't tracked on your profile on the member website. Some little things, maybe one of my proudest moments as a member here over, I've been a member 13 years, but a realtor 19 years here in Indian River County. And in that time, I was able to beat Carol Hawk in a 5K race for Habitat for Humanity, and I'm very proud of that. My son was able to win a dance contest at the Florida Realtor Convention in Orlando, winning us the free fees for the following year, which was excellent. But I've also done things like phone bank for RPAC, and I've been a teller for elections like this in the back rooms, people counting things up. I've been on several subcommittees. For example, some of the committees that nominated some of our folks that we're going to see today. I've been on different ethics and commission disputes and arbitrations. I've installed political signs for the association, and go on and on. The one thing I haven't done, I refuse to do for the association is be Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. And I know that some others maybe in this room have done it. I will not. But I do ask for your vote, barring that. And thank you very much. And congratulations to all the other nominees.
Thank you, Scott. All right, would Ralph Santoro please come forward?
Hi everyone, my name is Ralph Santoro, and I've been a realtor for 18 years this month. I am running for a director position for 3 simple but very important reasons. First is to serve. I believe serving our members in our association for the good of all, not just a few, keeps our members engaged and our association healthy. Second is to lead. I believe you lead by example, which means showing up, participating, and to help lead the association into the future and to benefit all members in the association as a whole. Thirdly, and what I think may be the most important right now, protect. We need to protect our association and the MLS from the constant outside influences trying to affect our way of doing things and trying to access our most important commodity, which is data. If we protect what so many external businesses want, we will continue to thrive as an association, and the realtor will continue to be relevant in the real estate transaction moving forward. We have a great slate of candidates this year, and I think everyone nominated believes a board member has an obligation to its fellow realtors, the association, and the community to serve, lead, and protect, not just now, but for the future. I want to thank you for taking the time to come today, and I would be honored to represent the Realtor Association and its members. Thank you.
Thank you, Ralph. And our last director, would Sally Woods please come forward?
You just gave me a slap on the shoulder. Wow, crazy crowd.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sally Woods, and I'm a candidate for the board of directors. I'm here to tell you why I would be a good choice. Real estate's been my full-time profession, business, and career for the past 31 years. My boots are always on the ground here in Indian River County. Passion, personal integrity, and exceptional commitment are traits that serve one well in any leadership position like the board of directors. In God we trust, in boards we trust. Board service comes with a lot of responsibility, and one has to have a strong understanding of the role. This voluntary elected group represents and looks after our members' interests. We are the final review for and approval of policies recommended by the various committees. We need to always be asking if a new policy is a benefit or a liability to the association. As a senior member of this professional association, I feel I'm qualified to promote its vision, mission, and goals, and fulfill my duties as a member of this proactive board of talented individuals who represent the interests of all members. My duty of care will be to exercise my best judgment at all times. My duty of loyalty will be on behalf of all the members in decision-making, not for my personal and professional interests. My duty of obedience, a responsibility for ensuring compliance with the applicable federal, state, and local guidelines. Amazing people are in place on our committees. I promise not to micromanage them. I pledge to uphold the mission statement and strategic plan of the Realtors Association and uphold the Realtor Code of Ethics. I'm excited to be considered, and I hope to be elected to the 2021 Board of Directors. Thank you all for your time and attention. Appreciate it.
All right, please note that voting members must vote for a minimum of 3 directors in order for your ballot to be counted. Very important. Now, running for Secretary Treasurer, Jennifer Bailey and Samantha Irvin. Would Jennifer Bailey please come forward?
Good morning, everybody. Wow, what a weird time it is. Just 2 years ago, getting up here and speaking, we had 1 minute to go. I felt like I was going to die up here in front of the microphone, right? I've learned so much more about myself. I appreciate being nominated. Thank you for the nomination for the Secretary Treasurer, and also had been elected for the Board of Directors. I didn't know what I was getting into, really. But serving for those 2 years, I've learned a lot about the association. I've learned about how much the people that are here care about all of you. And I learned a lot about myself and how much I care about you, and that I do step up to, I don't sit quietly at the board table. And I think that that's something that's important, to understand what we're talking about, and also making good decisions for everyone, not just thinking about yourself individually, how you can benefit yourself. It's really for everyone and our clients. So that's what I expect to do moving forward. Hopefully you would elect me for Secretary Treasurer. I would appreciate working and serving again on the board. No matter what you pick, it's gonna be a good board. The nominating committee really put together some good people, so I'm excited about it. I hate that I'm against Samantha, because she's terrific as well. I bring to you some of the qualities that I have is that I do tech. Tech is really hugely needed right now in this virtual world, right? And I'm also committed to all aspects of it. I will show up for meetings. I'll go build homes for Habitat and run 5Ks if we can, and all of the other things. So I hope to be elected. Thank you very much for having me here, and look forward to serving in 2021. Thank you.
All right, with Samantha Irvin, please come forward.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Weird times, right? Unprecedented times. Good morning, I'm Samantha Irvin with Rennick Real Estate and the Steve Rennick Home Team. I'm gonna get my sweat off my head. Thanks for having me today. It's great to be here, and it's an honor to be nominated again to be up here. I'm coming up on my 2nd year as director of the board. And what I've learned, being able to step behind the scenes here with the Realtors Association is, I love the behind the scenes and learning everything aside from just being out on the field and working with buyers and sellers. It's representing the membership as a whole. So we're all here, we're nominated as the board to represent the realtors. So, you know, you guys are supposed to come to us when you have problems, if there's anything that you need, if you feel like something needs to be changed, that's why we're here. So don't ever hesitate to come to someone on the board if you need, you know, if you need anything, if you feel like something needs to be changed. So that's why we're here, and I'm a new mom, so it's different times. You know, it's really hard to parent and work in these new new waters. We're navigating new waters. So I appreciate the nomination, and I'd be honored to serve you guys again, and in my community. So all about, you know, having a child that you're raising, you want to do everything you can to sorry, I went blank after seeing that. But yes, I'm going to wrap it up. So I want the best for our community and for our association. And again, thank you so much for having me. So cheers.
Now, running for Vice President, Tim Borden and Robinson Justine. Would Tim Borden please come forward?
Good morning, everybody. Appreciate the nomination from the nomination committee. I've been a member of this association for 15 years. I've been secretary treasurer, I've been on the board of directors, I've been your MLS chair 2 times. Before real estate, each morning I'm a husband, I'm a father of 2 boys. They keep me busy. I want to talk to you guys about some issues that we're going to be facing coming up. It's not a very popular topic, but it's something we need to talk about. Number 1, technology. We've had more technology advancement over the past year or 2 than I've had in 15 years of being in this business. And technology is great, but also has its pitfalls. What are we going to do with the shopping malls? What are we going to do with the commercial debt? We have to, us as leaders in the community, have to figure out what are we going to repurpose these buildings for, these things for. And it starts with us. Number 2, affordable housing. How many of us get a phone call? I'm looking for a house for such and such. Well, there's nothing out there. We have to figure out what we're going to do for affordable housing and take the initiative and get ahead of this. Number 3 is the national flood reform. We face this every couple of years, and we automatically assume that it's just going to pass again. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, that there's more resistance for it this time than there's ever been. So it's very important that we get that and we get some support. And I'm going to throw a little tidbit out there. RPAC, if you haven't been paying for RPAC, please pay for RPAC, because that's what it fights for. I look forward to serving as your vice president this year, making decisions on behalf of our association for the good of everybody. Thank you so much.
Robinson Justine, please step forward.
Hello, everyone. Well, first of all, my name is Robinson, and I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to be up here amongst so many great realtors in the community and the association. As a candidate for vice president, for some of us, this pandemic has changed the way we do business forever, but it has not changed who we are. As we transition into a virtual world of events and meetings, servitude will only increase as we hone in on our skills and zone in on virtual duties with increased professionalism. We continue to face many challenges with COVID-19, and I applaud how the association and my fellow realtors have risen above it. We must continue to focus on our community. Let us build upon the legacy to inspire others to be good neighbors. So, a little about me. I grew up and I've lived in Vero Beach for almost 3 decades now. I completed elementary, middle, and an alumnus of Vero Beach High School. I had the pleasure to serve the community as a teenager by being a translator and helping people in the community. I also spent 6 years at the Hobart soccer fields as a referee. In my late teens, I volunteered for Cultural Council Camp for over 3 years. Following that, I ended up working for the school board in the aftercare program, helping kids. I went on to graduate from FAU with my bachelor's degree in 2009. To cut the story short, I plan on living in the community for a while. Let's continue the hard work and dedicated passion we have for our industry. My message is clear. Let's get back to business with focusing on self-improvement, community awareness, and helping our fellow brothers and sisters. Let's make time for the special moments we were missing. Let's continue to exert patience and focus on continuing to be a source for the community and property ownership rights. God is the only one that can guarantee certainty in all of this. My promise is that I will be right there with you as we navigate through 2020 and thereafter, with my sleeves rolled up high when necessary, all while serving graciously with fairness and honesty. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you as an officer.
And now, President-elect Sheryl Goff and Wendy Wilson. Would Sheryl Goff please come forward?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sheryl Goff with Remax Crown Realty. It has been an honor and pleasure to serve as your Secretary-Treasurer this year. We have an outstanding association and leadership team that has been committed to working together for the betterment of the association. I am very honored to be nominated for President-elect. This year, the board and association faced, embraced, and overcame many new challenges. Going forward, new challenges and obstacles may arise. If elected, I accept those challenges that may arise and keep us moving forward. To quote Roy T. Bennett, life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward, and savoring the journey. Please join me and let us embrace what lies ahead. We have a great slate of candidates. Please take the time to vote. Thank you for attending, and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Sheryl. Would Wendy Wilson please come forward?
Good morning. I'm Wendy Wilson, the broker and owner of Remax Associated Realty, and I'm honored that I've been nominated by my peers to run as president-elect. During my past 15 years as an agent and a broker, I have actively strived to positively enhance the lives of others in our industry. If given the chance, I would love to continue to positively enhance the lives of others in our industry through a leadership role at IRC. As our market continues to evolve, it's very important now more than ever to maintain the human element in the real estate transaction. Technology is wonderful and it empowers us and enables us to work more efficiently and more effectively. But now more than ever, we need to have a human connection with our clients. And as your goal as president-elect, it would be to unite the realtor community and to rehumanize our business so the agent stays at the helm of the transaction, thus ensuring the survival of our industry as we know it today. Rehumanizing our industry will not only preserve our industry, but will continue to protect not only the industry that we make our living in, but also the consumer. As you guys know, technology is great, but if you can't get a live person, if you can't talk about schools, if you can't talk about upcoming happenings in your community, how is that consumer benefiting? And I do believe as a realtor that we do enhance our customers and their families and their livelihoods. I humbly ask that you vote for me as president-elect and join the fight to preserve the realtor and the crucial role that it plays within our community. Let technology enhance your business, but not replace it. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
And now I'd like to invite Mike Lafferty, our 2021 president, to the podium to address the membership.
I have the pleasure of not having to run against anybody, so I can do what I want up here. I need everybody to smile. For the people who don't realize, how many actually smile?
Me?
Most of you, right? And they all have masks on for people online. So, first, thanks for everybody coming here today, volunteered to be on this board and to run for office. It's an amazing thing. We're not a ceremonial position. A lot of people don't realize that. And we deal with everything from local issues, real estate issues. It could be something as small as a sign issue,
and how we deal with the county and the city ordinances, all the way to Lake Okeechobee and the Everglades. So we're involved at state, local, national levels, and we do make a lot of decisions. And I don't think people realize that exactly what we do. So with that said, I think Michael, when he first took over, because I've actually been president before and I've seen a few things, I told him, this is an election year, it's gonna get crazy. Well, who knew we'd be all wearing masks and sitting 6 feet apart, and it's crazy. So what we've learned is this group of people, realtors, can overcome and adapt to everything we're doing right now. We've learned new ways to sell, show houses, virtual tours, open houses. It's kind of an interesting time we're in. So with all that said, we spent 3.5 months doing all of this, or 4 months, and we've met here on a weekly basis, trying to determine the safety of the building, people working here, people coming in. So it's a very ongoing, real position. And again, I want to thank all of you for volunteering. I don't know if all of you realize just how important it actually is, and it's going to affect you on a daily basis. But again, I do appreciate everybody showing up. I expect great results. I hope everybody that gets online and sees this will actually be able to get their votes in and get this taken care of. We've done a really good job of keeping this separated, and the number of people low and everybody with masks on, so everybody's safe. But at the same time, we still need people to vote. So with all that said, again, this job is volunteer, but it's actually a hands-on position. So you're voting for people, not just for ceremonial reasons. They're real positions. So think about what you're voting for, who you're voting for, and make the right choice. And with all the candidates, you can't go wrong. I think we're going to do great this year. I have no worries. But again, this is an election year. We've got crazy going on. We don't know when this is all going to come to an end, and everything's changing on a daily, weekly basis. So again, thank you. You still have to vote for me. I'm the only one on the ballot, and I would like to get 100% of the votes. I'm not sure if that's possible. So again, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. So now, I now have the honor of announcing the 2020 Realtors Association of Indian River County Award nominees. The nominees for Affiliate of the Year are Shannon Pohl, Joel Stout, and Rick Theron. The nominees for Rookie of the Year are Robert McCallum, Michael Nottage, and Andrew Westover. And last but not least, the nominees for Realtor of the Year are Lisa Darnell, Robinson Justy, and Kyle Von Cohorn. Please join me in a big round of applause for all the 2020 award nominees. Again, the polls will open at the close of today's candidate forum. So if you have a few minutes, please take the opportunity to vote and remind your fellow realtors that voting is open until 5 p.m. on Wednesday, August 19th. For those in attendance, please fill out the pink forms located at your seats and turn them into Ashley in the back. She will provide you with your ballots, then turn the ballots into Samantha on your way out. Thank you all for attending, and this forum is adjourned. Thank you.